I'm here in the beautiful city of Lisbon. I feel so damn good right now. I did my first dance session at 6. I just finished my second one right now. And I was just thinking about something that I actually wanted to share because I think it might resonate with a lot of people. 5 years ago, I fractured my right toe during fighting. I was doing a Muay Thai session, Muay Thai sparring, and it was a very, very serious injury. Like I fucked my shit up real bad. For a while, I was forced to walk on the side of my foot. Anything that would get in contact with my right toe put me in horrifying pain, and I couldn't stand on the ball of my foot. I couldn't push off of it. So you can imagine the handicap that was for a dancer. I was so limited. But I couldn't afford to rest or do a surgery because this is how I take care of my family. So I spent the last 5 years elevating my career and working at the highest level with an injured foot, which made it impossible to dance at my fullest potential and very difficult for me to enjoy every bit of it. Yeah. I still could create though. Like I was still working on my acting and filmmaking career. I created a production company. I still could learn and get better at other things that I'm truly passionate about, but yeah, I don't know. With time, my foot started to feel better, but I was still not training. I was still not dancing. I tried a couple times, but you know, when you fall off track and you lose momentum, you lose the progress you made. You try to get back out there and it's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. It's not fulfilling. So, to be honest, I was avoiding it completely. But deep down, I was frustrated because I know I didn't reach my full potential yet. So last year, it was last year? Yeah, last year I sat down with a friend of mine, Josh Holland, and I expressed him how I was feeling. I told him that I was missing a part of me and I couldn't dance for myself. I mean, I wasn't dancing for myself, etc. And he listened to me carefully, and this is what he told me. I get it, Loic, but I think you're thinking too much. Why don't you go outside and dance? Crickets. I didn't say a word. Next thing you know, I went outside, took my headphones, and I danced in the park like there was no tomorrow. Like people were passing by and looking at me weird. I didn't care. I was just feeling so good. I was feeling free. The same way I'm feeling right now. The same way I used to feel. I suddenly remembered why I started dancing, why I choose to do this for a living. And I felt so fulfilled again. That's it. And I realized, like, I thought I lost the love of it, but it was there the entire time. So since that day, I danced almost every single day, all the time, and I realized that it was actually the fear of looking stupid that was holding me back. Not so much about what people might say, but I was the one judging myself. So that night was a major. I was reminded of a major lesson, which is stop overthinking and just do it. I know it's a very common thing. We all do that at some point. You know, when you know what to do, like you want to do something, but you just don't do it. And you can give millions of reasons for it, but ultimately it comes down to one. You didn't create the habit of being decisive. Like you're used to not making decision and not acting fast on whatever you know you gotta do. So when you say, I want to do something, but I can never bring myself to do what I'm supposed to do, you actually think this is you. And since you're addicted to who you think you are, because as human beings, we have a need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. So you don't change and you end up not doing anything. But in my opinion, it's nothing but fear. Not only the fear of looking stupid, not only the fear of the unknown, but the fear of losing yourself in the process because you identify yourself with who you are in the moment. Yeah. And so if this is your case right now, here's my advice. Lose yourself. completely lose yourself, because you cannot solve a problem with the same level of consciousness that created the problem. You cannot do the same thing over and over and expecting different results. If you want to get something different, you do something different. That's it. I'm a true believer of being yourself, but sometimes what you might call yourself is just a personality trait. It's not the full you. It's just a trait that came from something that happened in the past, an emotional reaction that probably lingered for too many years. And now you think it's you. No, it has nothing to do with your DNA. It's just the habits. And your habits can make or break you. They are either keeping you where you are, or they're making you progress. So if you don't want to stay where you are, all you got to do is switch up your habits. Stop overthinking, make a decision, and just do it. When you know it's time to do something, count down, like 3, 2, 1, go, and just go do it. Don't even debate it. Know that if you don't make your own decision that comes from within you and let the world choose for you, you're just gonna end up being a victim of circumstances that you don't necessarily desire. And that, my friend, leads to unhappiness. Deep inside, you already know what you want. So trust yourself, harness your will, and be proactive. Remember, in the end, we only regret the chances that we didn't take. So yeah, the message is, go do what makes your heart sing and set your life on fire. 2020 is for you. I got you. Peace.